Good afternoon. This is the news update on Dominion Television, Ibadan. I am Osarenoma Saba. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has sworn in both statutory and newly appointed members of the State's Judicial Service Commission. The swearing-in ceremony took place at the Executive Chamber of the Governor's Office, Secretariat Agodi, Ibadan. Speaking at the event, Governor Seyi Makinde emphasized that the appointments were based on transparency, competence, and performance. He charged the Commission to uphold fairness and equity in its duties and to strive toward improving the delivery of justice across the state. The Commission will be chaired by the Chief Judge of Oyo State, Justice Iyabo Yerima. However, the appointments were previously confirmed by the Oyo State House of Assembly during its sitting last Thursday, presided over by Speaker Adebo Ogundoyi. The Oyo State government has restated its dedication to transparency, accountability, and citizen engagement in governance. The Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Sulaiman Olarewaju, made this known in an interview with Dominion News correspondent Eniola Salvador. Olarewaju disclosed that the state administration regularly publishes quarterly reports outlining revenue, expenditure, and progress on key projects through the Ministry of Budget and Planning. He emphasized that these measures are part of the government's effort to ensure openness in its operations.
Oyo State is one of the few states that have their budget online. You can check our budget at every point in time. Oyo State is one of the few states that the Commissioner for Budget and Planning reports quarterly on process, on projects, on everything in the state. So when you're talking about accountability, when you're talking about transparency, Oyo State has got it.
He further revealed that external auditors are engaged to independently review government activities, while citizens are encouraged to provide feedback on ongoing and completed projects. This feedback delivery.
People to give us feedback, because we know that with feedback we can improve. So there's a room for everybody to make an input on whether the government is meeting their expectations or not. And that one, the governor gets to read it. He gets to read every comment, and he makes adjustments when necessary. Governor Seyi Makinde has said that for him, he will work to the last minute of the last hour of his tenure. So, of course, when it's time to play politics, he will play politics because he's a politician, but that will not affect delivery of services to Oyo State people. Because that's why the governor has appointed technocrats to man critical agencies and ministries, so that whether the governor is busy with politics or not, governance will not stop.
Responding to concerns over possible political distractions ahead of the 2027 elections, Olarewaju assured the public that governance would not be derailed. He noted that technocrats head critical ministries to maintain efficiency and continuity, while Governor Seyi Makinde remains focused on delivering his campaign promises and building sustainable institutions. Parents, families, and well-wishers of students of the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, were left in utmost joy as their children, wards, and friends got inducted. Our correspondent, Sheifumi Akinsoya, has the report.
The College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, has again inducted 29 students into the physiotherapy profession. The event, which was held at the University College Hospital premises, Ibadan, saw parents and guardians in attendance. The Vice-Chancellor, University of Ibadan, Professor K.O. Adebowale, stated that the role of physiotherapists is vital in challenging the rapid health challenges in the country, encouraging the inductees to be resourceful and innovative in their pursuits.
In an era where health challenges evolve very rapidly, from complexities of aging population, from the surge of non-communicable diseases, to the aftermath of pandemics and injuries, the role of the physiotherapist has never been more vital. Let ethics be your compass. prioritize patients' welfare above all else. Maintain confidentiality, practice with integrity, and never compromise on professional standards. Advocate for the vital role and recognition of physiotherapy in national health policy and also in primary care. Be the voice for those whose movement is compromised. Next, embrace leadership and innovation. Do not shy away from challenges, especially within our Nigerian context, where resources may sometimes be limited.
Provost, College of Medicine, Professor T.O. Ogundiran, while delivering his speech, encouraged the inductees to prioritize touching lives rather than pursuance of wealth, emphasizing that their field of study goes beyond being a career path.
To our graduating class of 2025, it's remarkable that you did not merely pass exams, you grew into healers. You have been tested not just in theory and practice, but in patience, in resilience, and integrity. In all this, we emerge not only as specialists, but as professionals prepared to touch lives. As you prepare to leave this familiar terrains where you have been in the past 5 or 6 years, I encourage you to see your role not just as therapists, but as advocates. The world you are stepping into needs more than practitioners. It needs visionaries.
Meanwhile, the Chief Medical Director, University College Hospital, Ibadan, Professor J.A. Otegbayo, has pledged to offer 50% employment, urging them to strive for excellence and remain steadfast in their delivery. On her part, the Dean of Physiotherapy, Professor C. Adeshola, described the ceremony as a celebration of accumulation of hard work and character building, stressing that the 2025 set produces 5 first class.
We count on you, our new professionals, to carry this vision forward wherever you find yourselves and to make us proud ambassadors of quality and integrity. There are 29 of you, and as the usual practice, that is my own practice, I give 10% automatic employment as intern. Because of Victor Arowo-Shafe, I'll give 50%. I urge you to keep learning, to remain adaptable, and to uphold the spirit of professional development.
Today, we celebrate not just a formal event, but a culmination of hard work, perseverance, transformation, and character building.
The highlight of the event was the presentation of awards and group photographs. Sheifumi Akinsoya for Dominion News.
Wife of the late MKO Abiola, renowned journalist, former managing director of National Concord, Dr. Doyin Abiola, has passed on at the age of 82 on Tuesday following a period of illness, according to family sources. Dr. Abiola was the first Nigerian woman to become editor and later managing director, editor-in-chief of a national daily newspaper. Her tenure at National Concord spanned more than 3 decades, during which she helped shape media discourse and mentored a generation of journalists. Born in 1943, Dr. Abiola obtained a degree in English and drama from the University of Ibadan in 1969. She began her journalism career at the Daily Sketch, where she penned a widely read column titled Tiro, addressing issues of public concern, particularly gender equity. On the foreign scene, former U.S. President Bill Clinton and his wife Hillary are among high-profile figures to be sent legal summons from a congressional committee. Chairman of the House Oversight Committee issued the subpoenas to the Clintons and 8 other individuals. The committee is seeking information about Epstein's history after President Donald Trump's administration decided against releasing more federal files on the dead financier. That decision sparked outrage among Trump supporters and some Democrats who refused to accept the Justice Department's statement that there was no incriminating client list in the Epstein files. South Korea has announced visa-free entry for Chinese tourists from next month amid moves to stabilize bilateral ties. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Kim In-suk's office at a meeting of the Task Force for Tourism Promotion Policies at the government complex in capital Seoul. The announcement said the visa requirements will be temporarily lifted for Chinese group tourists from September 29 until the end of June next year, 2026. More than 100 people are missing and at least one has died after a cloudburst triggered devastating flash floods in the northern India after a massive wave of water surged down the mountains into Darali village on Tuesday, submerging roads and buildings in its path. Some army teams have been stationed in Darali since Tuesday, but other disaster response forces and district officials have been unable to reach the area due to few weeks. Now talking sports, former Nigeria international Ifeanyi Udeze has accused players of Super Eagles B team of playing individual football with the hope of selling themselves to foreign clubs. The Super Eagles B got their campaign at this year's CHAN with a 1-0 defeat to champions Senegal in Group D. The defeat means the Super Eagles B are bottom in the group after Sudan and Congo played 1-1 in the early kickoff. Reacting to the defeat, Udeze urged the players to play more as a team because they are in a tournament. You can also follow us across our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and on X at DominionCast. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television. I am Osayanoma Saba. Thank you for watching.